In a time when we're all looking for a little bit of an escape, but yet traveling can be difficult, staycations have become quite popular. Now, typically that means being a tourist in your local area. There's no reason that you can't convert your backyard into a tropical paradise with the addition of a few plants that have bold foliage and bright colors. To give us a dramatic backdrop, calicaceae, also known as elephant ears or taros, come in a wide array of patterns, colors, and sizes. Anywhere from lime green to more of almost a black color. They can range in height from 1.5 foot all the way up to 9 feet tall. Now, calicaceae do prefer full sun and moist soil, and in fact do well even as a bog plant in water gardens. They're hardy from zones 8 to 10, which means they're most likely going to be tropical, but we have on occasion had them overwinter here in Oklahoma. In Hawaii, you'll often see this taro grown as an agriculture product because the root is used to make poi. Now, this particular one I'm standing in front of here is called mojito and is prized for its speckled pattern. We also have another one here called coffee cups that the leaf actually folds up, creating a cup-like effect. While there are several calicaceae on the market, each offering their own unique style, if you really want something that's going to grab people's attention, you want to get Thai Giant. It's one of the largest calicaceae that are on the market, and you can see just one leaf will provide plenty of shade. While cannas is an obvious choice to add to a tropical backyard paradise, another plant you might want to think about is called Cestrum. This is a evergreen perennial in zones 8 and south. However, here in Oklahoma, it will be marginally hardy, but often will die back to the ground and still recover. You can see it grows quite a lot in one season, getting up to about 6 feet tall. Now, this particular cultivar I'm standing by is called Orange Zest, which offers this nice kind of a pale orange flower. And it is fragrant, but you'll notice the fragrance that really starts to express itself more in the evening hours than in the daytime. However, with that tubular flower, you're going to find plenty of pollinators throughout the day on it, including hummingbirds and butterflies. Passion vine is another plant that will give you that great tropical look with its alien, almost tropical-like flowers. With over 400 different species in this genre, there are many different passion vines to choose from. However, this one is incense, which is actually hardy and will overwinter here and gives you this lovely dark purple flower to it. As the name implies, it is a vine that will tend to climb, and once it's established, it may even start to sucker for you. In addition to the flowers, you'll also get those lovely passion fruits off of this plant. Now, don't be surprised or alarmed if you see any orange spiky looking caterpillars or maybe several hundred orange spiky caterpillars on this plant. It's actually one of the preferred host plants for the orange Gulf fritillary. Now, while many species of the passion vine are tropical, there are some that are hardy, and there's even one, Passiflora incarnata, which is native to Oklahoma that you might want to try. When you're designing your tropical paradise in your backyard, you can't forget to add some color to those containers. Now, I know when we talk about designing a container, it can get a little overwhelming and seem complicated when we talk about spillers, thrillers, and fillers. So if you want to look for a simple alternative, just buy a Tacoma and put it in the container. This plant, a 1 gallon, will grow quickly into a 3 to 4 foot tall shrub, which will be nice for a large container. Now, this particular one is a cultivar called Bells of Fire that has more of an orangey, kind of a reddish flower. There's also one called Orange Jubilee, and then of course the one that we most often see is Yellow Bells. While some people call this plant Tacoma and some call it Yellow Bells, I actually learned this plant as Esperanza, which in Spanish means hope. Who says you have to go to the tropics in order to get bananas? In fact, we've had banana plants overwinter for us here in Stillwater. Now, when you're trying to get hardy bananas to overwinter, the first few years you want to make sure to layer some mulch on the roots as those roots are trying to get established. But as they continue to grow, they're going to get more cold hardy for you as they get a bigger root system. Now, this particular species is Musa velutina, which has a pink sort of a velvet bananas. Now, these are best enjoyed by just looking at them rather than tasting them. Now there is a species that is actually even more cold hardy, Musu baju, which is cold hardy all the way up to zone 5. So if you're a little bit concerned about trying this one, you might try that one for a little bit more cold hardiness. Regardless of which species of banana you choose, whether it's hardy or tropical, you're going to either get green or maroon foliage, giving you that nice tropical look. So you can see, even though you can't get away to your tropical location this year, there is still hope when you turn your backyard into your own tropical paradise.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.